One piece of advice I would give to those entering the supply chain field, either from university or perhaps as a switch in professions, and please do, we need you. There's a lot of problems we need to solve together, is to spend some time looking across the different functions. You know, you can either go deep into one function or you can work across functions. I think early in your career, the more broad experience you can get across different functions, maybe even in some management functions like category management and inventory management and channel management, you start to really feel the impacts of the decisions that you make. So we can think, as I make this action, someone in the supply chain will feel that impact. And that's what makes it, of course, the chain, the network, the web. And that'll help you make better decisions in the future and be a better partner for those that you work with.
Pick a discipline. Years ago, supply chain was not nearly as complex as it is now. And you've got demand, you've got supply, you've got inventory, manufacturing. I think pick a discipline and really become an expert in that space. Because again, today, the complexity around the processes, connectivity with trading partners, technologies, it takes a lot of time and experience to really become an expert in different fields.
Get a good understanding of the overall fundamentals. This semester I had the opportunity to teach at my alma mater at Xavier University of Louisiana, and one of the things I shared with students is making sure they understand, you know, the basic supply, demand planning concepts, understanding and having a well-rounded balance of the supply chain technology, so they can also have the depth as well as the expertise. And then number two, I would say staying up to date on what are those emerging industry trends. How are they impacting not only, you know, the industry, but also clients, and then understanding how the supply chain is evolving so they can understand automation, blockchain, and also sustainability practices. And then lastly, networking and building relationships. That's going to be key in every industry, but especially within supply chain. Building relationships can provide valuable insights, also mentorship, and just by having those connections, it's going to give anybody new or transitioning to the field valuable insight. So then that could also lead to additional career opportunities, as it has for some of my mentees in the past.
Deliberately get experience all the way across the end-to-end supply chain. So work in a plant, right? Be a supply planner, take on a role with a marketing or sales team as a demand planner. Gaining that experience across all major parts of the supply chain is what I believe is going to be needed to really build the supply chains of the future.
People entering supply chain should focus on 3 areas. 1, the domain or the subdomain they're going to work on, for example, warehousing or logistics. 2, they should understand the industry nuances like retail or consumer goods or life science. And 3, they should understand the latest technologies and trends which can shape supply chain. So staying up to date with all the digital solutions which I spoke about, like artificial intelligence, AML, is an added advantage, and they not only provide improvements to the supply chain, but they also provide interesting career opportunities to all the people in supply chain.